Agent Mino Raiola proposes idea for transfer fees to be abolished. Football super agent Mino Raiola has proposed a radical idea for transfer fees to be abolished. It comes as FIFA have proposed a raft of changes which would curb the amount spent on football agents' fees. The changes, which have been met with fierce opposition from agents, will involve capping any agent's fees at 10% of any transfer fee paid by the selling club and 3% of a player's wages for contract negotiations. Asked about the matter, he said on Studio Votable as per Knows Football, "I don't take it. An agent must earn as much as possible for the player. What will be higher with this plan? The transfer fee or the salary? In fact, FIFA is saying that they do not go against the transfer fees, but against the salaries. The negotiating position of the players is thus compromised." Raiola then brought up the drastic counter-proposal of removing transfer fees altogether. He said, "Abolish the transfer fee. Then we will only talk about salaries. The whole system is wrong. It was invented by people who have no knowledge of the profession." Raiola has a high-profile stable of players, includes the likes of Erling Haaland, Paul Pogba, Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Gianluigi Donnarumma. One of the biggest transfers he has been involved with in recent years was Pogba's £89.3 million deal to rejoin Manchester United from Juventus. As previously reported, the total agent's fee for the transfer was £41.89 million, while under new rules the maximum he could have received for that deal was £8.9 million. FIFA intends to publish its new agent regulations early next year, despite the threat of legal action from some of football's biggest agents. Raiola, along with the likes of Jonathan Barnett and Jorge Mendes, who represent some of football's most high-profile players, have all vowed to fight the plans. As part of the changes, agents will be prohibited from working for two clubs in the same deal. All agents will have their names and contact details listed in a publicly accessible database. Where data protection laws allow, all transactions will be made public, even if specific sums are not published. From a redistributive point of view, every single international transfer will have to pass through an independent clearing house, as will all monies involved, and 5% of all deals will trickle down to the clubs who develop the players involved in the first place. As FIFA President Gianni Infantino reiterated at a workshop last month, using figures from 2019, the global spend on transfers that year was around £5.5 billion, while agents' fees the same year totaled around £550 million, and compensation to training clubs was around one-tenth of that, at about £55 million. With a 5% levy taken at the clearing house stage, FIFA's intention is that training clubs will earn more than £300 million a year, as some of the most excessive agents' fees are cut.